Well, friends, if I know one thing, it's that getting the crap scared out of you is a universal language. So today we're going to take a look at the top 5 best Spanish language horror films right now on the Catch Up. Aquí vamos. Head over to RottenTomatoes.com for our full list of the best Spanish language horror movies ranked by Tomato Meter. It's got everything you're looking for in horror, zombies, vampires, creepy kids, you get it. And we're gonna break down the top 5 from that list, starting with number 5, The Similars. This sci-fi horror flick is about 8 people who get trapped in a remote bus station on a rainy October night in 1968, where paranoia and strange phenomenon set in. Why has it always gotta rain though? And by using this period piece as a backdrop, critics praised Mexican writer-director Isaac Esban for the way that he paid homage to some of his horror influences, like the Twilight Zone and B-movies of the 60s and 70s. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. Sorry, I can never help myself. Number 4 on this list is the animated horror film The Wolf House, which is certified fresh and has an impressive audience score of 92%. Inspired by true events, creepy, this film tells the story of a young woman in southern Chile who escapes from a German colony and takes refuge in a strange house in the woods. This description alone is terrifying. Filmed over the course of 5 years, the critics' consensus for The Wolf House is that it's a stunning outpouring of creativity whose striking visuals queasily complement its disturbing story. And I am for sure adding queasily to my vocab today.
Voy a transformar a mi cerdito en criatura hermosa que nunca me abandonará.
Coming in at number 3 is 2020's La Yorona. Putting a fresh spin on the Hispanic American folklore, this film is about a woman in Guatemala who comes back to haunt the general who ordered the genocide of her and her family 30 years earlier. And if that sounds creepy, it is. But as RogerEbert.com's Monica Castillo wrote, it's not just a creepy story, but a painful reflection of injustice.
¿Cuándo nos irán a dejar en paz?
Clawing its way to the number 2 spot on this list is Tigers Are Not Afraid. This hit film from writer-director Issa Lopez has been compared to the work of Oscar-winning director Guillermo del Toro. So it's no surprise to know that Del Toro is producing Lopez's next film, a werewolf western. So stoked for that. Now, Tigers Are Not Afraid is described as a horror fairy tale set against the backdrop of Mexico's drug wars, as it follows a group of orphan children with 3 magical wishes. And critics say it deftly blends that fantasy with hard-hitting realism and leaves a lingering impact.
Mamá?
And finally, the number 1 film on our list of the best Spanish language horror films is the 1931 Spanish version of Dracula, sitting at 100% on the Tomato Meter. Coming at a time before dubbing movies into Spanish was a thing, studios would just make extra versions of a movie. And this one is one of the more notable ones. It was actually filmed at night on the same set as the American version, but with an entirely different cast and crew. And since it is a bit more racy, violent, and over the top, at least for its time, many fans consider the Spanish version to be the better film. Y yo estoy de acuerdo. All right, friends, it is time for us to kick it over to you now. Let us know what your favorite Spanish language horror film is in the comments section. Let us know all your thoughts and feelings. And for more movie and streaming news, head on over to RottenTomatoes.com. And be sure to check out the new Rotten Tomatoes is Wrong, a podcast from Rotten Tomatoes, because Fresh or Rotten is just the beginning of the conversation and new episodes drop every Thursday. And if you don't want to miss out on any future episodes of this show, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And as always, we can't thank you enough for watching the Catch Up. Mi nombre es Naz Perez y nos vemos en el próximo video. Adiós.